Here's something that genuinely scared me to try. I gave an AI agent full access to my computer, my browser, my files, my apps, and told it to run my entire day. Not just answer questions. Not write emails for me to send. I mean, open the browser, click the buttons, make the decisions, do the actual work. I'm talking about autonomous AI. The kind that doesn't wait for you to approve every action. It just goes. And before you ask, yes, I was terrified. And yes, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, what it broke, what it built, and whether this is actually the future of how we work or just really impressive demo software. If you want the honest, unfiltered answer to whether AI agents are ready to replace your workflow in 2026, this is the video. Let's get into it. First, let me explain what an AI agent actually is, because a lot of people use the term without knowing what it means. A regular AI like ChatGPT or Claude, you type something, it responds. You copy-paste the result, you take action. You're the hands. An AI agent is different. It can take action on its own. It reads your screen, clicks buttons, opens files, writes code, browses the internet, and executes tasks without you doing anything except setting the goal. Think of it like this. ChatGPT is a very smart advisor who tells you what to do. An AI agent is a very smart assistant who actually does it for you. The tooling for this has exploded in 2026. You've got Claude Computer Use. You've got OpenClaw and MaxClaw. You've got Antigravity. You've got N8N with AI steps. And you've got a whole ecosystem of tools that connect these agents to your actual computer. For my experiment, I used 3 setups: Claude Computer Use for browser and file tasks, Antigravity for multi-step automated workflows, and Make.com for back-end automation that runs without any computer at all. Total cost, about $40 for the month of API usage. No enterprise plan required. Alright. Let's go task by task. Task 1, Morning Email Triage. Every morning I have somewhere between 20 and 60 emails. Most are noise. Some need replies. A few need action today. I told the agent, go through my inbox, categorize every email as urgent, FYI, or delete, draft replies to anything urgent, and summarize everything in a single briefing document. What it did, it opened my Gmail, read every email, created a structured briefing, wrote draft replies for 6 urgent threads, and had everything ready in my Google Docs by the time I finished my coffee. What would have taken me 45 minutes took 8 minutes of actual agent runtime. The drafts were good. Not perfect, I edited 3 of them. But the bones were solid. Tone was right. Context was accurate. I wasn't rewriting from scratch. Rating this task, 9 out of 10. The only miss was one email it misclassified as FYI when it should have been urgent. I'd still call this a massive win. Task 2, Competitive Research Report. I have a client in the SaaS space. They asked me for a report on how 5 of their competitors are positioning themselves on social media, what content they're putting out, and where there are gaps. Old process: open 5 tabs, scroll through LinkedIn and Twitter, take notes, synthesize in a doc. 2 to 3 hours minimum. What I did, gave the agent the 5 company names and the specific questions. Told it to browse each company's Twitter, LinkedIn, and website, pull screenshots, and write a structured report. What it built, a 12-page document with screenshots, competitor content themes, posting frequency analysis, and a gap analysis section. In 40 minutes. I read it. It was accurate. It caught things I would have missed, like one competitor had completely pivoted their messaging in the last 30 days. The agent caught that because it wasn't anchored to old assumptions. Rating, 8 out of 10. It missed some LinkedIn posts that were behind the feed algorithm. But the output was genuinely client-ready after about 20 minutes of my editing. Task 3. Building an automation workflow. This is where it got truly wild. I asked the agent to build me a workflow that does the following. Every morning at 7 a.m., pull my top 10 newsletters from Gmail, summarize each one in 3 bullet points, and send me a single Slack message with everything organized by topic. Before 2026, building this would require you to understand N8, N or Make.com pretty well. Know how to connect APIs. Understand webhook triggers. I described what I wanted in plain English to the agent. It built the entire Make.com workflow. Tested it. Debugged 2 errors. And had it running in under an hour. I now get a 10 newsletter briefing every morning in 1 Slack message without touching anything. Rating, 10 out of 10. This is the use case I am most excited about. Because once it's built, it runs forever. Task 4. Content creation pipeline. I gave the agent a rough idea for a YouTube video, 3 sentences describing the concept, and asked it to produce a full script outline, 5 title options, a description, tags, and a thumbnail concept brief. What it produced was honestly better than my first drafts usually are. The title options ranged from curiosity-driven to direct benefit, and it explained the strategy behind each one. The outline had a strong hook structure, transitions that kept the pace moving, and a CTA that didn't feel tacked on. I've started using this for every video. Not to replace my creative input, I still write the actual script, but to build the skeleton so I'm never staring at a blank document. Rating, 9 out of 10. Task 5, the thing that went wrong. I'm including this because I want to be honest with you. AI agents are incredible, and they will also occasionally do something baffling. I asked the agent to organize my downloads folder by file type and move everything into labeled subfolders. Simple task. It created the folders correctly. It moved most of the files correctly. And then it decided to rename 14 files to something more descriptive. Some of those renames were genuinely helpful. And some of them were completely wrong. It guessed at the content of files it couldn't actually open, and some of those guesses were very, very bad. Nothing was deleted. Nothing irreversible happened. But I spent 20 minutes undoing 6 of those renames. The lesson: for tasks that involve your file system, always supervise. Always. Rating, 4 out of 10. So here's the real question. Is this actually ready for everyday people? My honest answer is, yes, with guardrails. For information tasks, research, summarizing, reading and sorting, AI agents are ready right now. Use them. They're faster and often more thorough than you. For creation tasks, drafts, outlines, workflow blueprints, they're excellent starting points. They're not finished products. For execution tasks, clicking around in apps, building automations, running workflows, they're powerful but require supervision. Don't give an agent write access to anything you can't undo. For file management, billing, anything involving actual money or irreversible actions, keep a human in the loop. Every time. The biggest thing I want you to take away from this video is not the specific tools. The tools will change. What matters is the mental model. AI agents are employees, not magic. They're fast, tireless, and often brilliant. They're also literal. They do exactly what you say, not what you mean. They don't have judgment. They don't know when to stop. Your job is not to hand things off and disappear. Your job is to become an excellent delegator. Tell the agent exactly what success looks like. Tell it what not to do. Review the output before it touches anything important. Build in checkpoints. Do that, and you'll unlock something that genuinely changes how much you can get done in a day. The tools I used are linked in the description. I'll also drop the exact prompts I used for each task so you can run these yourself. If this helped, hit subscribe. Next week I'm going deeper on the automation workflow that replaced my morning briefing routine, with a full step-by-step tutorial. I'll see you then.